Wolfenstein, The Old Blood, reunites BJ Blazkowicz with the setting that made him famous, Castle Wolfenstein itself. Hi there, this is Chris Waters, standing in for reviewer Jeremy Signor. The first part of this standalone DLC involves infiltrating the castle in order to find the location of General Death's Head's evil Nazi base. BJ is very much in his element in the World War II setting compared to the alternative history 1960s of the New Order, and though there's still advanced technology, it's more in line with what you'd expect from pulp Nazi super science for the era. Firing guns feels both effortless and flexible, and most weapons can be dual-wielded. The Old Blood ebbs and flows as it constantly changes up each encounter's focus, creating an excellent sense of pacing. Action-packed shooting sequences in open, cover-laden levels alternate with more free-form and surprisingly excellent stealth sections that don't object to you taking a more direct approach. There are even portions where you're encouraged to run rather than fight. There's also some seriously great enemy AI. They'll flank you and take cover, keeping you on your toes, yet they aren't so smart that you can't outmaneuver them. Pretty much everything about the way the Old Blood plays exemplifies first-person shooter design in 2015, and is just plain fun too. BJ's local contact, Kessler, is a stark contrast to the burly protagonist, his weapon of choice being leaflets rather than guns. He's also acutely empathetic of human life. In one memorable exchange, he implores BJ to avoid killing as many people as he can, which BJ then willfully misinterprets to mean that he should kill as many Nazis as he can. We also get a glimpse of some character among the enemy combatants, albeit only through memos and a scene where you walk through a bar crowded with Nazi soldiers. Even Helga von Schabs, the antagonist of the game, is granted some character development in her lifelong fascination with adventure and her potentially royal lineage. She also likes wine, like, a lot. Even so, BJ still sees his enemies as the same flat characters he sees in his Wolfenstein 3D fever dreams, good for only one thing: killing. The game's mechanics almost never encourage you to leave any Nazis alive. The Old Blood is a blunt, muscular, bare-chested romp through levels full of deadly moving targets, even during its subtle moments. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it fumbles when it attempts to introduce gray areas into the game. Whether it's Kessler's empathy for his oppressors or the supplementary notes you find scattered around, the Old Blood seems to have something to say about the evolution of games, but it never quite arrives at a solid point. The sledgehammer that is BJ's philosophy always wins out, stranding the gray areas in a game that clearly won't give them the time of day. The second half of the Old Blood changes up enemy types by replacing Nazis, the default enemy type of the old era, with zombies. It's a nice change of pace from the terse shooting areas that came before, but they kind of feel like a downgrade, turning a mechanically smart action game into a brain-dead one. Don't get me wrong, mowing down zombies with a sawed-off shotgun never really gets old, per se, but the waves and waves of corpses pouring at you can't help but feel disappointing after you've experienced the smart design of Part 1. Still, it's clear that Machine Games understands the nuance that can be evoked in the medium, and the Old Blood certainly displays intelligent action FPS design that's fun and effortless to play. Just don't expect the deep examination the game hints at to go anywhere. Here, the gloriously dumb yet smartly designed reigns. Progress can wait. Long live the Old Blood.